We are smack in the middle of one of the most fun times to switch out the seasons and decorate the front porch. But here's the question. Do you go straight for the pumpkins and straight for the cornstalks? The need for front porch transition is real. We're going to offer today some ideas to take you from late summer to full on fall. That's where our guest designer, Melissa Eror, comes in. Great to have you.
Thank you.
I am having a happy fit about what's happening behind us. We're going to look at that and talk about that. But first, what do you think?
Yes.
Full Halloween?
Full pumpkin cornstalk? I don't know. I'm not totally sold on that yet. Some people are, and that's great. But I kind of like the transition. I mean, it's still like 80 degrees outside, right? You kind of want to keep that little last taste of summer, but also kind of bring in the fall. So we're here to help you bridge that gap between Halloween and summer.
And you are so good at what you do, and you've done a really smart job at selecting pieces that will transition and evolve with us. What are some basic design principles, Melissa, that we'll put into play with our front porch?
Yeah, so the big one is color blocking.
Okay.
That makes your color selection super easy.
Okay.
If you're going with purple and yellow, you go with purple and yellow.
Stick with purple and yellow.
Yeah,
okay.
it helps you to decide when you're there, and there's a vast array of colors, and you just get overwhelmed. If you have a color blocked plan, you know what you're gonna get.
It's a good piece of advice too, because don't you think that you get more bang for your buck with stronger color presence, more simplified color presence? Like Halloween, fall, at the time we can pick 7 colors.
Right.
I see just a few here.
Right. So I picked colors that are actually complementary colors as well. So purple and yellow. And then the thing that I like the most about this is that these colors can transition into fall. They can be so fun for your Halloween decor, but also they're so eye-catching and just a fun pop for your front porch when everything starts to kind of die and change colors. If you want to keep some of that fun, vibrant color, this is a great way to do it.
And speaking of that slow plant death, that's one of your points of advice too, is to do your best to keep those fall florals thriving.
Yes, and if they're not doing okay, if you've been like me and kind of forgotten to water.
Neglectful? That's a strong word. I'm sorry, that wasn't an accusation.
No, it's
just
true.
a general.
I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own it, it's true. You can, the mums are out, and we are giving you permission to go into the mums. You can do it. It's okay.
Good.
It's time.
I love them. I love them. You have dressed up your mums, though.
Yes.
I mean, just the mums by themselves make a statement, but show us and tell us what you've done.
Yeah, so part of what I think is cool is to create like a frame for your front door and also add layers and textures to your design. And what we did here is we added this tall curly willow, which is actually a live fresh floral piece of decor, and we just stuffed it into the dirt. So we can actually do that.
Are we doing it? Let's do it.
We're doing it.
Okay.
We're gonna show you how simple it is. You just grab one and literally, I mean, it's a little challenging because these mums are so full, but you kind of just have to like stick it and twist it a little bit, and it'll stay in there.
Look at that.
And look how cute. And it just adds some height, it adds some texture, it adds just,
that is fun. I've never seen that before, and I love that.
Yeah, and it's just gonna sit there.
How many sticks? You're so good at
So I have 7 over here, and you know, we can put a couple more in here. And it kind of depends on your space. You might have a big space that needs to be more full.
Right.
And you can just add however many you want.
I'm taken with that. I love it. A lot of real going on. A few faux. Talk to me about your strategy in intermixing some of the faux gourds.
Yeah, so all of the pumpkins and gourds that we have here are faux.
Oh, you've tricked me.
I know, right? Quality is kind of an important thing when you're going with the faux gourds, especially in the colors. When you're choosing them, I like to go for the most realistic, but also know that you can kind of change their color with a little bit of spray paint. If it's not quite lining up with your color palette, go ahead and just give it a little spritz. And you can make it fit.
And I want to point out the color blocking principle again. We've got yellows on the left, purples on the right. So you've divided and gone for that impact in that way.
Yep.
I've got a bee getting very friendly with me over here, but I'm trying to hold my cool.
Loves the flowers, right?
All right, texture. So throws, pillows, you say don't overlook that.
Yeah, you can use throws on your front porch. A lot of people are like, wait, what? I can use a throw on my front porch. If you have a covered porch, why not?
Why not?
Put a throw out there. And keep with the color blocking. We did kind of the muted mustards and yellows and just tied it in with the rest of our porch. And
I want to sit, I want to stay, I want to
read a book, right?
And then glow it up. You say add a little ambiance in the form of lighting.
Yeah, the days are getting shorter, and so it's kind of nice to just add that little twinkle. These lanterns have the artificial candles in them. They actually have a timer function. So they will come on, like if you turn them on at 6 o'clock at night, they'll come on every night at 6
So
o'clock.
thoughtless. Every day they just light up for you.
You just set it up and like let it go.
We often just focus on that frame around the door, which is such a good focal point, but you say don't forget to tie in your railing as well. How have you done that here?
Yeah, so we just added some garland. That's actually faux garland as well. It's
Amazing.
a eucalyptus.
Amazing.
Super versatile. You can use it for a million different things. And just bringing that green in and just keeping the fresh alive for a little bit longer, you know, until we're a little bit more ready for the fall colors.
All right, take it in. One last beautiful look at the arrangement behind us, because you're gonna go full Halloween. During the commercial break, we're gonna see a switch out and come back and transition into full Halloween season, how Melissa would modify this porch for the next month. I can't wait to see.
It's exciting.
So good at what you do, Melissa. All right,
Thank
more
you.
to learn from her coming up in just a little bit on Studio 5.
We're here to help you bridge that gap between Halloween and summer.
Earlier in the show, modern display designer Melissa Eror helped us set the late summer porch, but she has a strategy that takes the porch full fall too. All right, Melissa, remind us the big idea.
Yes, so the idea is you set your porch up to transition to Halloween. So it's ready to just make a few changes and you are good to go. So you don't have to do a complete do-over setup. You're just ready to go.
Yeah, it's a very smart strategy, because a lot of the bones, the bases stay. I can't say bones without thinking.
I mean, it's Halloween.
Full on Halloween.
Yeah.
But a lot of the basics will stay, and then you've done a few seasonal swaps, like you want to swap your plantings for pumpkins.
Yeah, so we just pulled the plantings for this, but if your mums get a little past their prime, you can just actually cut the plant off and plop some pumpkins right on the top of the dirt. Yeah,
right
you don't
on
have
top.
to fill it up.
Okay. Redoing the ribbons is another way to transition.
Yeah, we brought in these fun, more Halloween themed ribbons, you know, the orange, the green, the purple, the black. We also changed out the wreath for more Halloween wreath, and
we're loving the lightweight texture of these ribbons that are just like blowing ever so lightly.
And this one is velvet.
Stop, good texture too.
Yeah, it's all about the texture. It's all about, you know, the varying layers, and yeah, we have so much fun putting these ribbons together. We have dozens of these at our store. We will custom make them.
That solid black wreath adds as a nice kind of canvas or background.
Dramatic, kind of a pop for your ribbons.
For
sure. And we tied in the ribbons here on the lanterns. We put them on our railing.
Yes.
So
make a custom bundle and then work it.
Yep.
And then a doormat is the easiest probably switch to make.
Pretty much, yeah. You just, you know, move one, put the other one down. So.
All right, you can see just the subtle transitions that took us from full on fall to Halloween, which isn't too far in the future. It's coming up, so we're excited.
You got to plan ahead so that you're not doing your work now and then in 3 weeks doing it all over again.
Yes,
so,
thank you for helping us and training our eye to look for what you see. Before we say goodbye, something to celebrate, because Salt Lake's largest design store is having
a sale.
A sale.
Yes, for Studio 5 viewers, you come in this week through Saturday and mention you saw us on Studio 5. You get 20% off your fall or Halloween decor purchase.
20% off.
Yes.
Something
we love
to
you
celebrate.
guys.
And new location, newish location.
Newish, yeah. We've been there almost a year. It's at 5959 South State Street.
Okay, they can hook you up with all of your Halloween, I was going to say needs, but they're wants, but it's fine. We'll call them needs.
Absolutely their needs.
Okay, Melissa, thank you to you and team. Great job today.